Now back to Connect and Collaborate, voice of the Colorado Business Roundtable on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Thanks so much for staying with us today here on Connect and Collaborate. We are connecting with Jeffrey Campos, Executive Director of Global Chamber Denver. Jeffrey, we're so glad to have you with us again.
Having fun so far.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of fun with your interviews. Who's next?
We have Stephen Donelson. Mr. Donelson, let us start off by letting the audience learn about your background.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here. I'm an attorney here in Denver, partner with the law firm of Ballard Spahr. We are a primarily commercial law firm. I've been in Denver my whole life, actually, born and raised, so I know Denver very well. We do a lot of things at Ballard, but localized to really for 5 areas: business and finance, public finance, real estate, litigation, and intellectual property. I work in the business finance group and work with businesses pretty much A to Z.
Great, great. Well, you're a Colorado native, I see, and we're actually kind of making our way from, our last guest was born in Mexico City, so we're making our way up north to Colorado, and you're our Colorado native today. Tell me a little bit about how you decided to become a lawyer and your law practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was working in finance and I enjoyed that. I have a background in that, but realized that practice of law was rewarding to me and my personality. Working with folks, helping them take whatever it is they were trying to do, figure out their problems, solve them, and move them along. It was a very rewarding endeavor for me, and I enjoyed the legal aspect of it as well. So for me, I always set out to be a business attorney and work with businesses. So I had the good fortune of being able to do that.
Yeah. Now, all you attorneys out there, I'm not going to offend you in any way, but Stephen here. I mean, Stephen, I know you, and your personality is really, really open and outgoing, and especially finance. You add to that lawyer part of it, and a lot of lawyers sometimes are so involved in doing that in-office stuff, and your personality doesn't reflect that. But it's really exciting to see that you're doing so well here, and you moved to Ballard Spahr. They're headquartered in Philadelphia, correct?
Correct, yes.
But they've been in Denver since 1981, and I know you're going to help them get a little more visibility in this town. And what areas of law does your firm cover?
Well, we, as mentioned earlier, we cover primarily commercial law, business finance, litigation. But we have been in Denver since 1981, and really, really high caliber group of attorneys. And we have pretty much everything that you need here in Denver. We've actually added 3 partners that work out of Boulder primarily in the business and finance area. So when you look at the team at Ballard Spahr, we have a group that covers the needs of businesses pretty much start to finish. And we are a large firm, actually. We have offices in 15 cities. There's over 500 attorneys. But, you know, at the end of the day, your work with your law firm comes down to working with your lawyer. And to your point, Jeff, I enjoy working with folks. Maybe that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, you made that move last year. You had your own firm, and this sounds like it's a large firm you're moving into. So what made you choose to move to Ballard Spahr?
Well, first of all, it's the caliber of the law firm. And secondly, we're living in an environment, a business environment that's large and global and complex. And in order to do a great job for clients, you really have to have skill sets that cover all of these different areas. And you can only do so much in a smaller group. So although that can be also very rewarding and fun, I think having the depth and the bench strength and the ability to offer clients whatever it is that they need was really attractive to us. And the caliber of the firm, it's a tremendous firm.
I heard that Ballard Spahr is particularly interested in the emerging growth market and helping entrepreneurs. How does that fit in with your practice?
Well, one of the things that you see today, Jeff, and just over the course of my practice or the scope of almost 30 years now, you see a bit of a change. You can start a business much easier today out of your basement with a computer and a phone.
Coffee shop. In
ways that you simply were very difficult to do 20 years ago.
Right.
And one of the nice things about our firm is we recognize that emerging companies are an integral part of the economy. They employ a lot of folks, and they put a lot of money into the economy. So we've got a couple programs. One is SING, which is an opportunity to work with emerging growth companies. It stands for Seed, Incubate, Nurture, and Grow. And in short, we work with startup ventures, give them some creative fee arrangements, in some cases very low fees to get them started, and then work with them to advance them to the next level. We're proud of that program, and it's something that I think we're going to try to grow and spend more time with, particularly here in Denver. And then also our BASE program, which is for student entrepreneurs. That's a program where you apply and you enroll, and we help you from all of your needs to get you going, and then at the end, there's an opportunity for you to go out and see where you can take it. So we acknowledge, as a bigger firm, we still acknowledge that a lot of the work is coming from the smaller businesses. Now, we have a lot of larger clients, but it's a nice blend because you're able to serve these large clients, but also to not ignore the emerging market.
Right, and that's good because Global Chamber definitely has a lot of small businesses. I think you can be a great support mechanism for a lot of those businesses. And I know you've been involved with Global Chamber for the past year. It kind of coincides with your Ballard Spahr position, and you're heavily involved with many other local organizations geared toward economic growth. How do you see your role at Global Chamber helping advance those causes?
Well, I believe in the Global Chamber, so. For me, it's the ability to put some time into what the Global Chamber's mission is and what it's working on. But what you see in any economic development organization, and Global Chamber's no different, is there's really three things that you go out and you try to marry, and that is capital, ideas, business ideas, and then the strategic environment that those businesses are in to try to help them move forward. And I see Global Chamber doing a great job at that. And there's a role I think that I can play by serving as an advisor in all three of those things. Great.
Global Chamber is definitely happy to have you involved.
Thank you.
What's to go along with our theme today about giving back in the communities? I just wanted to know what's Ballard Spahr's commitment to the communities it does business in.
And that's one of the things I think we're very proud of is our attention and commitment to diversity inside our firm and outside. And I mentioned the SING program and the BASE program. That is something we're rolling out and we're proud of, and we want to grow and get better. But we are, as all of our lawyers, I think, are involved in one community project after another. We have a very strong pro bono program, which is something that all of the lawyers are promoted to participate in. So there's thousands of hours every year that are donated to the community in one form or another.
Stephen, how can they reach you?
You can reach me at Ballard Spahr. We're on 1225 17th Street, but the easiest way to do it is direct dial 303-299-7318.
Great. Let me get a little personal in your background here. You said you're a Colorado native. What part of town you're from? Tell me a little about your background. Got a few seconds?
You got it. Grew up in the north part of town. Still live in the north part of town. Very, very happy to see Denver, and seen a lot of changes in Denver over the time that I've been here. My family's been here. I'm actually third generation. Parents, grandparents, great-grandparents actually immigrated here from Italy. So we had truck farms in the north part of town, and we're a very large family that really has stayed in that area.
All right, Stephen, before I close, I got to know, what's your favorite Italian restaurant?
There is an Italian restaurant on the north side. It's called Papa Frank's. It's delicious.
Is it? All right. We're going to have to go.
Okay. We'll do it. Thank you.
Stephen, thank you.
Thanks so much, Stephen Donelson, partner with Ballard Spahr, and we'll be back with more with Jeffrey Campos from Global Chamber. Stay with us.